We got all four! We got all four! We got all four!
Celebrations erupted across the country over the news that all four officers involved in arresting George Floyd are now charged in connection with his death. It's what protesters had been demanding all along, and while it might bring Floyd's family one step closer to justice, most agree it is also a step toward solving a much bigger problem. Here's Matt Doherty.
This afternoon, a celebratory tone at the memorial where George Floyd took his last breath.
Today, arrest warrants were issued for former Minneapolis police officers J.A. King, Thomas Lane, and Tou Thao.
We got all four!
All four officers involved now charged with felonies. Former police officer Derek Chauvin is now charged with second-degree murder. The other three involved charged with aiding and abetting murder.
What I do not believe is that one successful prosecution can rectify the hurt and loss that so many people feel. There's a lot more to do than just this case.
The news came just hours after Floyd's son arrived at the spot where his 46-year-old father died. He knelt in prayer.
I appreciate everyone for showing him some support and love. I thank y'all for that.
Former President Obama held a virtual town hall today. He urged the nation's mayors to review police use of force policies.
We both have to highlight a problem and make people in power uncomfortable, but we also have to translate that into practical solutions and laws that can be implemented.
Floyd's family and friends will gather in Minneapolis tomorrow. It'll be the first memorial service in his honor. A public visitation and funeral are planned in Houston next week, where Floyd grew up. Matt Doherty, KHU 11 News.
Let's now dig a little deeper into this upgraded charge against the former officer accused in George Floyd's death. Up until today, Derek Chauvin was facing third-degree murder charges. That means it was not planned and there was no intent to kill. The maximum sentence, if found guilty, is about 25 years in prison. Now he's facing a second-degree murder, which is more serious. Here's the difference. Under Minnesota's law, that means the murder was not premeditated, whether it was intentional or unintentional. The big change is the sentencing. If convicted, someone charged with second-degree murder can face a maximum of 40 years in prison.